everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here. On Wednesday I went to the beautiful city of Edinburgh with my boyfriend and my family, and objective was to go to loads of different bookshops and pop into the Edinburgh Book Festival and just have a nice day sightseeing and away from work and everything, and I decided that I was going to vlog it. So I've collected all the clips together. Hopefully it's going to all come together nicely, so you will see a very quick vlog that I will insert here, and then afterwards I'm going to do a haul of all the books that I collected while I was there. Hello everybody! So today I find myself in Edinburgh. I think the first stop we're going to is Armchair Books, so I shall let you know when we get there. Let's go! Went to Armchair Books, which was good. Yeah, it was really good. We got 5 books in total, and then we went to the Edinburgh Books, which was also really nice. Lots of antiquarian books and Scottish authors. And now we are heading to Charlotte Square. We're currently at the Edinburgh Book Festival, which is a nice surprise. I forgot that that was on. It's been really nice to see some of the publishers that I've been in contact with their beautiful stands, and there's loads and loads of things going on. I've picked up a few books. Need to go and pay for these, but I will put them in a haul probably with this video as well, so that'll be really good. Yeah, we're going to go get something to eat and carry on book shopping, so see you in a bit. In Byron, which is our home away from home away from home, and now I think we're gonna head to Golden Hair Books, and then we're gonna go and have a cup of coffee somewhere in a nice little cafe. But we've had a really good day so far. I love Edinburgh so much. It's been really good. Dean, have you had a good time?
Yeah!
Bookshop that we went to was the beautiful Armchair Books. Now loads of my friends had recommended it to me, and we spent about an hour in there just looking at all the antiquarian books, and it was just so beautiful and so cozy. So the first book that I picked up there was Sarah Waters' The Little Stranger. Now I've heard quite a lot about Sarah Waters. I know Mercedes over at Mercy's Bookish Musing really likes her, and I've never actually read one of her books, and this is the one that intrigues me the most. Obviously her most famous book is Tipping the Velvet. So a doctor is called to a patient at this place called Hundreds Hall, and it's a very crumbled down old hall, and some ghostly activities are going on. It's also set in Warwickshire, which is quite close to where I live, which is always nice to see. Don't know what her style of writing's like, but I really hope I'll enjoy it. Next is probably one of my favourite covers of all time. As soon as I saw the cover, I was going to buy it, and that's The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. Can we just appreciate how gorgeous that is? I love the spine as well. The back. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really look too much at the blurb when I bought this, but now looking at it, I'm really intrigued. It sounds really odd, to be honest. It says on the front that it's one of the scariest and best written thrillers of the year. So I think this follows a man called Harper Curtis, who is a killer who is going after a girl called Kirby, who is the last of the Shining Girls. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I've never seen this before or heard of this author, Lauren Bukes, so if you have, please let me know down below. I'd be really intrigued to know if anybody has. I'm going to read you the blurb to this because it's just, if you like disturbing books or something a little bit weird, you're totally going to love this. So, assigned as a reporter to do a series of articles on sudden infant death syndrome, Cole Streeter makes an extraordinary discovery. He notices that all the dead children were read the same poem from the same children's anthology the night before they died. It's a culling song, an ancient African spell for euthanizing sick or old people. The song turns out to be lethal when spoken or even thought in anyone's direction, and once it lodges in Streeter's brain, he finds himself becoming an involuntary serial killer. I'm sold. Can't wait to read this. And finally, I've definitely seen this book on somebody's channel, or somebody's recommended it to me, but I recognise the cover really well, and that's Communion Town, A City in 10 Chapters by Sam Thompson. Again, a really beautiful cover. The blurb is very short on this, so I will give you a quick read of that. Do I want a few chips? Yeah. My mum gave me a little sign because she knew I was filming, so she just held up a sign asking me if I want some chips from the chip shop. brilliant. Oh, bless her. Anyway, so the blurb reads, have you noticed how each of us conjures up our own city? Every city is made of stories. Stories that meet and diverge. Stories of the commonplace and the strange, of love and crime, of ghosts and monsters. This is the story of a place that never looks the same way twice. A place imagined anew by each citizen who walks through the changing streets, among voices half heard, signs half glimpsed, and desires half acknowledged. This is the story of a city. I think all 4 books that I picked up are going to be new, different types of reads for me, trying some new authors out for the first time and things, which is exactly what you want when you go to somewhere like that. So of course I also had to pop into the Edinburgh Literature Festival, and it was so beautiful. The day was so warm when we went, and all the tents were boiling hot, but it was so beautiful and it was definitely worth it. And the pop-up bookshop that they had there was so great. I immediately went to the individual publisher section because one of my favourite publishers of all time, Freight, is a Scottish independent publisher, so I definitely went straight to that stall and I had a look and I picked up 2 of their books. These are both books that I've heard quite a lot of on BookTube, and I've never actually picked them up, so I'm really looking forward to finally getting to them. The first one is Fishnet by Kirsten Innes. I've seen this on Jean's channel quite a while ago, and it's been on my TBR list for absolutely ages. This is a story that involves prostitution and the sex industry. So this is about 2 sisters, Fiona and Rona disappears and Fiona goes to find her, and she realises that Rona has actually been working as a prostitute, and she has to embark on an investigation towards the sex industry. And I think this has been extremely well researched from what I can gather, so I'm really looking forward to getting to this. And secondly is a short story collection, because you knew I wouldn't be able to go anywhere without buying a short story collection. This one you've probably heard quite a lot about, but I'm so excited to finally get my hands on it, and that's Treats by Laura Williams. All the reviews I've seen of this have been very positive, described literally as, you know, little treats, little exciting snippets of writing. A lot of this is very short, it's almost like flash fiction, and I know it involves elements of feminism and sort of bullying and what it is to be a woman, and I'm just really excited to read this, so I'll let you know how I get on with this. It's very short, so I should have read this quite soon. I'm hoping to do a wrap up of some short story collections that I've been reading at the moment. I've read quite a few so far, so I'll do all those in one big video, so look out for that soon. I also had a quick look at the Canongate stall, and that was really beautiful too, and I just picked up 1 book from there, also a short story collection, and that's No One Belongs Here More Than You, Stories by Miranda July. Every time I buy things off Amazon, Miranda July's work is always recommended to me, whether it be her novels or her short stories, and I finally caved in and given one a go. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this bright yellow. I haven't heard too much about her, but what I have heard has all been really, really positive, so yeah, as well, looking forward to picking that up too. I love me some short stories. And the last place I picked up some books from was The Beautiful Golden Hair. The first one was actually spotted by my boyfriend, and he said this sounded like something that I'd really like to read, and that's The Love Affairs of Nathaniel P by Adele Waldman. So the quote on the front is from Lena Dunham, who I'm personally not a fan of, but it says, "Mark my words, this book will inspire laughter, chills of recognition and flights into lesbianism." This is about a character called Nathaniel Piven, who is a rising star in the media industry. Thanks, motorbike. And it's about his sex life and relationships, and it's going to be really interesting reading a book like this from the perspective of a man. 9 times out of 10 I will read those sort of stories from a woman's perspective. I think that's just how I am. The contemporary women's voice about sexuality and things is something that has not been appreciated or accepted until recent years, and even not entirely, whereas sort of men are much more accepted talking about this sort of thing, if you see what I mean. But I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting, so I'll let you know on this one too. And finally, I picked up 1 more short story collection, and that's Jan Carson's Children's Children. Again, I absolutely love this cover. I've never seen this before. I've never heard of the author. On the back it says, 2 children watching their parents argue inside a greenhouse, an armoured boy and his troubled sister, a human statue who's lost the ability to move, and a floating 6-year-old tethered to the backyard fence. Sounds brilliant. Again, I think this is sort of a magical realism short story collection, but again, it was my own to find books that I'd never heard of, and this sounds really interesting. So that's all the books that I picked up. Please let me know down below if you've read or be interested in any of those books. I'd love to hear what you think. I'm also going to be doing a publisher spotlight video on Freight. I've got lots of books from there, and I'd like to have a little chat to you about how great I think the publishing company is, so watch out for that. It will be up in the next couple of weeks. I also went to a wonderful BookTube meetup in London with lots of my friends, and we had a great day, and I picked up quite a few books there too, so there will be a haul coming with all of those soon, probably in an August haul. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you in my next video.